How about now? Is it working? Sorry about that. Hi everyone. And also sorry about Jam not running. It seems the system was still loading. Sorry about that. It happens. What a fantastic start of the stream. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. So, how are you all doing today? I hope the week has started well for you all. Yesterday was a good Monday, and that today you are having a fantastic day so far. I want to work on Twinkle both days of the week, both streams. I mean, this time. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. I hope it wasn't too bad. So yeah, let's just getting better. Okay, happy to hear that. Seriously, like stairs are no joke. I remember once back at my parents' house, I tripped on the stairs and I hit the ceiling with my head because it was like a slanted ceiling because of the stairs, and I don't know how I just like jumped off forward for some reason and hit my head on the ceiling and then fall with my back on the floor. It was an experience. So yeah, stairs are dangerous. Now, one little new thing is that I added on loop the trailer video. Let me check if it's. Oh yeah, it's sounding, it shouldn't be. There we go. Sorry about that. I added the video on the corner so we can see it when I'm working on it. So like everyone gets a little bit of context. Yeah, I hope it's not too distracting. If it is, I can just make it smaller or take it away. You let me know. Oh, stream streak. I have been seeing that for a bit. But it didn't just appear in chat, I guess. But I don't know, I haven't seen it for a while. So yeah, this will be what we'll be doing today. Just working on the game. One thing I want to do is, first of all, play maximize, audio is out, okay. Everything's perfect. I've been working on the city scene. As you can see, there's some invisible barriers in here. This is because of a mission that I've been working on today. Hopefully not a lot of errors today. I will hate if the game kinda broke up. So yeah, but this is not what we'll be working on today. Instead, we'll be working on a new level from scratch. And the first thing I want to do is make a skybox for it. I kinda have an idea for it. So let's just start a new thing so we work free from distractions. We are not even going to save this scene, this is just for working on a prefab. Oh, and we got a minigame already. Let's see, because as you see now, we got already the new game into rotation. And it's not coming up, but it could at any point. Let's see, for now we got a number race, and we got Aggie, we got Scarlet, we got Jan, and we got Sandra. Aggie looks a little bit weird because of the shader. I will have to look at how this is done. Maybe I can fix that off camera. But for now everyone's getting so tiny. It's so close. And it's like very close. Cassandra wins. Now those are always fun to see. Let me open stream now so I don't miss anything. Yeah, it's a distraction. That's a good one. Almost winning. Yield. Also high. Happy to see ya. Hey, there will be plenty of opportunities. Since we got a new game in there, I actually encourage you to try to regain as much as you can. I want to see at least one playthrough of the Haunted House. Oh, another Persona, which is my own old model. Talk about a glow up. Hideous looking motherfucker. Seriously, like, I know cannot look at my old design straight, like it is so ugly in comparison. I kinda miss the whole thing, like the digging thing, so I may add it at some point. Oh, we got yet another one of those. Let's see what we get this time. And it is Dave now operating the wheel and selecting another number race. Yeah, I really need to update the Discord icon and, you know, the header in many places. I still don't know what to do for it though. I was welcoming ideas. This time we got Dave, we got Maya, we got Boxy, and we got Voltabla. And it seems... whoa, everyone's getting so big, it's hard to judge. Maybe Voltabla is going to win. Or Boxy, or Maya. It seems it's going to be Maya. There we go, Maya wins. From the hit in the game to be released, Wishful. So yeah, as I was saying before, we got prefabs in here saved. Oh wait, this one was in resources. The skies. Yeah, so I got like a lot of prefabs in here. Like if you see, this is just a ball with some moving things around, some particle effects. We don't have any camera to see how it looks. I will add one just so we can preview things. So yeah, it's like something like this. It's not super impressive, but this like moves as it goes on. It's got animations. Like you see, it's something like this. And this in conjunction with a few settings in here. Like we got a skybox, a proper skybox, we got some light colors. So this is what composes a skybox in this game. So we'll make a new one. I like these. Let me see. I like the lines one. I think we can use this one. But instead of the wavy one, we could make a different one. I don't know, we'll use this one for now. Because we got also this grid, and it could work. Let's try this one. Yeah, something like this. And in this one we got this that we don't really need. So I will just add some... what are you exactly? This one. Okay, I don't want you to render anything. There we go. So we'll just add a few particles, a few things to it. This one I think I won't enable for now, because I want to make some sort of vaporwave kind of thing, like with some floor grid. So let's create a quad in here. This is a grid. We'll make it huge. It doesn't need any colliders and it should be like on the lower part. Maybe not as low, something like this. And we will add the grid too. So it's like a floor thing. But I don't really like how this is looking so far. It should like scroll and have some borders in it. Let's see what can I do about this. I don't know if I should make a custom shader or just have particles for it. I don't know. But for now we'll just like make the most basic things. I will duplicate this particle system. And this one used to be like some clouds in the distance. Instead we will add lines of it. Let's add some speed. And actually the speed should be 0. We will do it through velocity over lifetime, I think. In world, something like this. So yeah, we see them moving. And instead of being a whole sphere, I think it should be a cone with 0 angle. You can move it over here. And let me see. Instead of base, should be volume. With a long distance. Something like this. So it's like kinda in a border. And then we just add a little bit of thickness. Something like this. So it's like a tunnel. Oh, you are working on those assets right now, right? For everyone who doesn't know it, like Little Norwegians here is helping me with the environment art, specifically with the city. Like, I started by trying to make it all by myself and it started well, but I quickly realized making a whole city by myself just takes a whole lot of work. So, but here just adapted really well to my style. Seriously, you almost cannot see any difference. Doing a fantastic job. Oh, I had to hit you, Brad, to really know what it's all about. No, I wanted to have a trail because this is like speed lines. Ah. And let me see what else now. We need a material for it. And this should be the fault lines. These are really not looking that bad. Maybe it should have a smaller radius, something like this. So we can kinda see them coming from the distance. but this should go way faster. Maybe we can simply get rid of this and just add velocity here. Yeah, this works. We can do it the other way around though. And the speed should be way bigger. Like between 20 and 40 for example. There we go. And the color over lifetime, we don't need it. Instead we make them transparent in here. And now here in the trails shouldn't die with particles. And this should be a gradient too. There we go. So now it looks a little bit more futuristical. Something like this. Also the lifetime is set to 5, we will change it between 1 and 5. There we go. Is Twinkle classified as an alien? Well, she technically is to us, not for her own. Like for them, we humans will be the aliens. He is a glibbity. No, what colors? I'm thinking maybe we should have. And this one I have to fake over here. Maybe we can just like get it. See. And what kind of sky could we have? Like this is not bad, but this is like very similar to what we have already, and this is the one used in the city. For now, let's go with this. We can always change it to something different later on. And let's go with this one. And I want to also have like an animated song in the back. So I will duplicate this.
Yo, gaming underscore Electros has got something to say. It goes.
Hey,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2 Venusaur.
1, 2, 3, 1. So, let's see what we get this time. And yet another race. Why? Why is everything the same? I don't know. I promise it's random. We are just incredibly unlucky. Alright, so we got everyone growing already. Seems to be one of those emailer wins. And it is doing some wonky things in the shader with the outline. I don't know why. Emailer wins. Oh no, it's completely random. It doesn't have to be like it's an extra roll. It's the dice. So this one we should have a speed of 0. And just one color, which will be like greenish. Alright, not rails. billboard, and it doesn't look too bad being squares and animating like this. Maybe we can do something like this. It's not bad. I think this looks cool as a sound effect, but should be way bigger. There we go. And it should aim it way less, like 20 or 10. And we should have like 2. Yeah, I like this. I like how this works. So this is the sun, kinda. And it's over here. Which is a cool effect, I gotta say. Should maybe make this smaller. Something like this. And I made way less, like 30. Oh, you are absolutely right. Mega Man 04 has amazing music. The whole series does. Even though the first one has kind of a goofy soundtrack sometimes. Oh, hi Nebula! Welcome in here. It is really fun, like we just mess around, trying to make things work. I'm thinking I'm going to make this green. Just very saturated green and maybe yellowish. Yeah, this is an interesting look, and we could have like a dark green background to make it look cybernetic or something. For now, this is what our skybox is going to look like. We'll rename this to Cyber Green, for example. Let's see what else. Animation should be okay. We don't have any other. This one should work. We want the light to be kinda green, but not too saturated. And the fog can be a darker green, going a little bit into the teals. Something like this. Fog settings are okay, and we need to select a skybox. Right now we got this one, but this one is super light. And I can actually tint it. I can use a different one and just tint it. I think that should work. Yeah, I will, for now I will just use a tinted version of this. Silver sky and just make it green. Little bit teal maybe. So we got like a little bit of texture. We'll see how this looks. There's no good way to know until we are at it. But for now I will just assign it. And then here in resources, skies, I will add this one. And it's an original prefab. There we go, we don't need this anymore. And now I'm gonna show you something real cool. Something that I show a little bit sometimes. This is, let's not save this, I think this is the level editor. As soon as it loads. There we go. So this is the level editor. This is the UI, I gotta control everything in here. And one cool thing is that I can set presets in here in the fields. And if I come here to skies and copy this name and add it to this list, and I gotta apply this to the prefab. Now when I go into the level editor, I will be able to select this for any level. Alright, so there we go. This is the level editor running. And first thing I want to do is go in here and under the skybox I will select a new one. Doesn't look any different, but you'll see it as soon as we start trying, as soon as we start like testing it. Now let me open also something that I need, which is my notes. Go in here. Because I want to follow the notes that I made for this level as closely as I can. There we go. So we start with a small plaza with some columns. Okay, so let's start with that. No, I want to use the bricks blocks in here, and as you see here I can add blocks. That's very basic, but the cool thing is I can actually paint them over. I can paint them in any color I want. I made a version for different colors for each of those blocks. And I should pick an even size. So maybe I can do something like this. And then we got some columns in here that I will maybe make yellow. Yeah, this looks nice. I can add a few of those so they look different. Maybe even have one of those in here. There we go. Hey, to be fair, you made that in like 5 days, and I've been working on this for years, literally. Like, this is the same level editor used for the original Frogan. And before that, it was going to be used for a different project that was cancelled. One that precisely you will know. Hi, Wildest Cannon. Welcome in here. Also, I want to turn the size in here from 50 to maybe 200. Alright, so we got like very basic stuff in here. Maybe we can add like a ramp that goes like this. And a small, and let's make this one yellow so it's different. And then, I don't know, what else could be cool? Like also another ramp that goes up. And now we got like, let me see, this one is 3, this was 3, 4, okay. So we can make something like this. And I'm thinking I'm gonna paint those yellow, just to make it look different. Alright, so we got like a cool starting area, right? So I go here to items, and I got the important category, and this is the player start position. And I will add it over here, and this one can only be once, so this is where our character will begin. Okay, so let's add a name. I'll call this for road. For now, I will rename it later. Oh, you are overestimating my head by a high degree. My head is mostly empty and full of stupid little shit. So I will save, and now we got the level in here, I can actually choose it. Let's just test it. Just to see that this works. I hit test and it loads for a bit. It takes longer in editor than in game. And there we go. And it's not bad, I think. It's a cool starting area, at least for now, for being empty. Also, you'll see that I have a single point in energy, because this is like minimum settings for the character. I should actually code to start with a couple of them just in case, just because you will get an extra energy point very quickly. So now let's see. Continue, and I'll just go back to the level. We'll do that later, whatever. So, after this we got like a big slope. So I want to add like a downward slope, but before that we need to go up. Let's get back to bricks. This is like very tall, so we will use this. We'll maybe have like a construction site in here, at least that's what it looks like, and we'll have like platforms. Oh, that will be so cool. I have thought about adding like one level that has the original frog decoration, but I don't know, maybe I will do that at some point. I'm thinking also it could be cool if you could like get on the back of this area. So maybe I will add like a platform in here for that. That looks cool. We can add some decoration in here too. Alright. So now that we are on top of here, and I will add something that helps you reach that. I go here to platforms, I got this, and I'll just add this in here, and it should be enough to help you reach the top. I can always change the bounce force. Let's try it 16. We'll see. Let's say, but let's try. Let's see if it's enough. Oh, this one level editor that you're seeing here is the one used for Frogan. It's just been evolving since then. Like, it's got new features that it didn't have back then, but this was the editor used for Frogan. It just looked like a whole lot uglier and had way less options and way less quality of life things, but you know. Iteration, always iterating. Alright, so we get here and we can just get here and jump, and it's not nearly enough. You can still get on by while jumping though, so it's not too bad. So maybe this could be a cool way to teach players about wall jumps. They have been there before, but I don't know. Maybe it could be cool to have a mandatory thing in here. In any case, let's just go here to bricks and let's pick a big one. And this one is over here, or maybe even something like this. So we can do something like this. I painted it gray on Mystic, but I will just make it the yellow. This one. And now I will just break this up a little bit by adding like a couple red blocks in here in the middle. There we go. So we have like an interesting shape to work on. And from this point I want to do something different. Instead of this I go to blocks artificial and I got this slope. I don't know how this slope will be. I think it's still too tall. So let's see. Very fitting track, by the way. So yeah, we got this to go down that big slope with shiny borders. I will save and check what comes next. We should have platforms to the side, I think. So let's go back to the bricks and have like a column in here. Maybe we can make it like this. So they kinda, you can jump from the sides. And then we have those. So you can actually like go from the sides too. So you can like choose out of those 4 places. Like you can go from the center, you can go to the sides. I'm thinking we can add also like a grinding rail in the middle. This one is in platforms. And it's this one. Maybe it can start over here, and you'll see that it's red because this is also affected by colors. I can make it blue, for example, if I want, or maybe yellow. I think yellow is easiest to see. Okay, so now let's make this rail reach the bottom. Over here. Maybe a little bit higher. Yeah, something like this works, I think. This one can go a little bit down. Maybe not as much. Something like this, yeah. This works. So now you have like a few options to get down this slope. Let's see what comes next. Maybe we can even add something here in the middle. Just to make sure that the player is rewarded for going through one of those top parts. So you can jump in here and maybe there's an item. Alright. Next we got a corner. And we have like another slope. Let's see. I think I will add one of these big ones and I will make it yellow. There we go. And then we add like this on top. In red to make it look different. There we go. And then we gotta continue this way. So I will add something like this. And in here I'm thinking I will start adding items because those are important for this level. I want to add these boost pads in here. Hey, we got another minigame. Let's see what we get this time. Later, checking this. And we got a haunted house! Finally! I'm so curious about how this will work. Here you can see already the changes. We got Aggie as a ghost, immediately going after an eternal vengeance, but failing. Red Pan Goblin. We got Scarlet. Scarlet is down, and we also got the Queen. Now Scarlet is also hunting everyone else. Pangolin is down, and it seems everyone is going to hunt down on Little Norwegians. And so he wins! Congrats! Yeah, but you got a revenge, so you can be proud of that one. Hi, 12, happy to see ya. How you doing? And I will add some things in here. I think one of those is good enough. Maybe we can get rid of the first one and have it be a little bit on the front. Maybe even, you know what? Let's make the player try and maximize their boost. Oh yeah, definitely, especially Sonic Adventure 2 with all of the slopes and the brick walls. Alright, and now we will get back to this one. And just have these three. Maybe even twice. And at this point I will add, let me see, this is in platforms. There we go. I will add this big ramp right in the middle, just to make sure that the players don't fall off too quickly. I will add something in there. It is still an early level anyway. So maybe we have some yellow bricks in here. Or hell, maybe, you know what, I will get rid of all of those. I don't like this being this way. And instead I will have like a smaller one. Just enough for the players to, you know, to hit it head on if they just fail. We will add fences over here too, I think. Yeah, let's go here to fences, and we got closed, corners, circles, concrete. Yeah, and this one is pretty cool. This is fitting for this scenery. There we go. And I gotta move them around. They are yellow, but maybe I will change their color, who knows. Also, I need to move the whole thing a block to the side. Yes, something like this. There we go. And we are still not ready. It should go a little bit lower. There we go. Now same with this. A little bit higher. There we go. So now we got something. Oh, this one is actually not in the right position. Oh, thank you for the raid, Galactic. Hi there. Happy to see ya. Now, why is this one not looking like that? Should go lower. Yeah, there we go. And I think this should come a little bit higher too. There we go, so it fits with the platform. Alright, so let's try this real quick before we add the other side of the ramp. And I'm not too convinced with the green background, but we'll see. So we gotta get up in here. Okay, it's easy to fail this because there's no wall in front, so maybe we will add one too. Okay, we get in here, and we can just boost, and it kinda goes off the rails. Strange. This works though. Perhaps this is like too big of a slope. Yeah, in that case we will have to change the topology in here. And here we jump, but there is nothing, so we just fall to our death. Okay, few things I will just take a note of, and one is that I need to change the slope to be less pronounced and to be a little bit easier on the player. We can actually do that right now, but for now let's just see and change a little bit more in the editor. I will add a column in here, but then I cannot make this part that is so cool, so we'll see. Maybe we get a yellow one and add it over here. Don't really like how it looks. We'll have to do this and get rid of this part, or at least change it. I think, yeah, we can actually change it. Let me see. Yeah, we got rid of this, this, and this. Where is the 2x2? There we go. So I have this in here, and this in here, and a yellow one here. And now I can actually add this. Did I get rid of this middle one? Don't know how that happened. And maybe even get these two fenced so we don't really fall off from that. There we go. So now it's easy to wall jump in there. And this works. We have this in here. I think maybe we will add some more fences. Like I add this in here, and they are red, because they kinda fit. And this just moves over here, so it kinda loops back inside. I think that looks cool. I will also add, this is the different one, this one. And we will also add one in here, I think. Just so it looks a little bit more interesting. So you can get up from both sides. And exit from both sides. I think that's cool. Alright. So now that we've saved this, and we got all of this done, I will exit the level editor and add a small modification to the models. Let me see. Here, dimension platforms. Hi Orchid! Happy to see you, how's it going? Hope you are having a fantastic day. Now, as we can all see, this is like the whole collection of tiles for the game so far, at least for levels. And as you can see, there is like one color variation for each. Doing pretty good. That's that. Oh, so cool. Hey, deadlines are always stressful. I hope it's not taking your sleep. Because health always comes first. You cannot make games if you are not healthy. And I don't know why the character is flying off this ramp. Really shouldn't, because it's not that steep. So let me see, what can I do to make this a little bit easier? I don't think I need to change this. I think the solution should be in the code. Maybe like the player is skipping when using a boost pad or something, because this is way easier on the player than this one, for example. This one has bigger angles and the player goes well through that one, so I don't know. We'll see. So don't save, we didn't do anything, and I'm going back to the skybox because there's something I want to add. Let's see if I can do this. If I go here to skies and open cybergreen, I will duplicate these particles, the one with the speed lines, and this one instead I will wait. This one, this will be a mesh, and we'll pick car. But this is the sun. Why is this the sun instead of the other? Because this is the speed ones. Okay, I see. There we go. Oh, hi Falcon! Happy to see ya! And Jacob! Hello to you too! How's the week treating ya? What are you both doing? Have a line. This kinda looks cool. This looks like a cyber thing already. But maybe we should go with this one instead. Oh, this is cool, this is cool. Now I want to also have trails on. And we don't want this to be random. We want them to go local. And we don't want them to be fried like that. Modeling stuff,
Yo.
that's cool.
Little Norwegians has got something to say.
Let's
It
hear that.
goes. Viewers and streamers are reminded to unshrimp. This has been your daily reminder.
That is absolutely true. Let's unshrimp everyone. I'm working, by the way, Falcon, on the skybox of a new level on Twinkle. We are adding like cybernetic all-around cars. We remove the size and let's rotate them. Let's see. This should be minus 19. I think, yeah, there we go. So they are cars now, but they are too big. The size should be 1 or maybe like 3 or 2. Yeah, 2 is okay, we'll see. And they need like a way shorter trail. There we go. The speed should be also higher, like 40 to 80. They are super fast. We just have very few of them, like 10. Even less, 5. So we see cars moving in the background, I think. I think, yeah, something like this. We also want to pivot the model a little bit because the trail is going from the bottom. So maybe 0.5. Not making a difference. 0.5. No, this is still the x-axis. There we go. Maybe. Okay. So it's something like this. There we go. So now the trail is coming from the back, and it should be like this. Alright, I think this is a cool detail, like we'll be seeing cars moving around just like that. I'm thinking also here in the sky we get rid of the saturation. Well, thank you for the follow, BX! Welcome in here! Yeah, we added particle cars. Hi Mapo! Happy to see ya! So with this we got a new color for the sky. We got better lighting that doesn't tint everything as much. And we got all the cool cars in there. So let's load the level. And let's try right away. Actually, you know what I will do? I will remove one of those. So we can test our theory that the player is flying off because this is just at the border. Let's see if we can export the cars. Oh, there we go. We see some of them already. There we go. Phew, phew, phew. Thank you, Jacob. I've been working on this for years, to be honest. I used this for Froggen already, and we can see that with the wall it's already way easier to jump off to get this point. And yeah, the player is not running off, so it was the platform, it was the boost pad. So what we'll do is move this boost pad a little bit back, because I think what happened is, yeah, the action of the boost that you get immediately, for some reason it doesn't fall. Maybe it's got some residual data from a different action. But anyway, this works. We also got these fences in here that you can also green rail off. Very fitting soundtrack. If you hit a wall, you just bounce off, so this also works. And then we get here, and there is nothing. F. Alright, so let's continue adding stuff in here. I think first I will move this back, move this over here. Something like this. And add yet another in here. There we go. So you can actually boost and not be in the border. The random death messages, they are always so fun. I think also, since going in here is a bit slow, I will add one of these and add it over here, so you can actually get a boost when you get on top of the rail. Let's test it before we get to the next area. Because we also want to see if this actually works. No, it's actually still doing it. It goes for quite a while. I will change it in a bit. This one works wonderfully though. And you can also get up and get in here and just go this way, which is slower, but you could get an item in here or something. Yeah, this works. Cool view with the tracks coming out and such. Maybe we can make the circle a little bit smaller so it feels closer to the sun. We'll see. This is possible to get both and whatever. Okay, so let's add the next part. So we get an elevated place up with enemies, spike pads, and platforms coiling under it. Path. Okay, so let's actually add a big plaza somewhere in the distance. And I will pick a like higher elevation, something like this, and add it pretty far away, something like this, because we want this to be like a big jump. Actually, more like this, yeah. And now with this, I can actually get this arrow, move it over here, and let's see if I can get it. There we go. Should be a little bit higher. And we want the player to land in here when you finish that ramp. Yep, and we are here. Okay. And here let's make it more interesting. So let's go back to the tiles and maybe get a few of those. Or maybe this one goes down by one. And we make like a spiral like this. Oh, but this should be a little bit more like this. I don't know, it's hard to judge distance. Let's just add one right under it. Just like so, so we can judge things better. There we go. And it kinda goes like this, I think. But then we also add this. So you know, you can just jump down, but then you will also just do the whole thing and pick some items along the way. I think that's interesting. And let's actually add some hazards already. Like this. Just to make it like it's not as easy to go through all of this. There we go. And there we go. Maybe even this one just to discourage jumping without looking. Or maybe like we can have an item in here and you can get it by while jumping. Otherwise you get hurt. Okay. I think this is also like a good place to add a checkpoint, or maybe right after, because this is actually pretty short. Okay, so now we want to add like a road again. So I will add some of these. Yeah, something like this. We can even maybe paint a couple of them yellow, so they are different. And you know what, it will be interesting to also now go up. So I will make like a few blocks in the middle. Something like this, so you can see enemies coming from the top maybe. And from here you can maybe get something else. Problem is we are kinda cornering ourselves in here. So maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should like go back the other way. Like over here it turns out or something, or maybe goes over here. Yeah, I think I will do that instead. And what is more interesting to do this? Maybe this shape. Or maybe some platforming, I'm thinking, yeah. You get on here, and then maybe there's some platforms, small ones. Let me think. There we go, 4 platforms moving. Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe a couple of those round ones. Like you go over here in diagonal. Something like that, I don't know. I'm just kinda improvising. Yeah, something like this. So you can also like try and make a big jump in here to try and skip something. But maybe there's items in here so you will miss them. And let's add like a column in here. So it looks like we are on the top of big columns. Yeah, something like this. And this is just mostly for show because everything is floating otherwise. Alright, so we got this area, and maybe here is where we can add a checkpoint. Maybe add like a side platform in here. That you can get some items. In important, we got the checkpoint. Something like this. And then we can add like a big slope. Doesn't kinda connect very well with the checkpoint, so we'll move it around like this. There we go. And then we add another one, just doing this. And I think we can add like a small one, and then this, like elevated. Or not, just add it like that, so it looks a little bit more like a corner. And we can even try and add something interesting in here. And there will be enemies over here too. Let's just try this for now and let's see how it is. Because I'm thinking 200 logs is like too little for the level. Especially one with so much going on in terms of speed. Which, by the way, we need to add more of this. Because the idea is that you kinda go fast most of the time. So maybe like one here. Ow! How come? What's that for? However, it doesn't fit very much in here, so it'll be okay. More fancies, I see. Oh, hi, Box! How you doing? How you doing today? Ow! What a mix of emotions. And I'm getting cooked now? Oh, thank you. I'm thinking I will add the enemies already because they are like a big part of this. Still molegato. Isometric exercise. I'm thinking maybe like we can have normal enemies in here. Like maybe over here they are watching those side axes. And then you have like a path enemy in here. Another one in here, and this should be having a smaller path. There we go. Yeah, so they'll be like doing a very small back and forth, so they'll be easy to deal with. Oh yeah, this is in Unity. This is a runtime level editor I made. And so, like you can see Unity around here, but this is in play mode. So technically I could make like a Mario Maker type game with this kinda editor tool, but it's a little bit too clunky and too focus on the basics to be ready for for a game like that. Now I'm thinking also to add a couple enemies in here. And here at the top I will add a path enemy, but this one is flying. This one is like a little drone thing. So I add it over here. And maybe even add another one on top, like so. And they go back and forth in different directions. Then I want these enemies that are like police cars, like maybe I don't know, maybe this is too early for them yet. They need a big area, and this one already has boost paths, so it's a little bit weird for that. So let's not mix concepts as early yet. I will add a couple of those in here too. And maybe a hazard. Like this one. So you kinda have to jump over it if you want to get the other thing, or unless you are just going through rails. What else we could add? Like we got generic spikeball hazards. I think it's good if we add like a couple of those in here. Like they are easy to evade, you got plenty of air. So I think this works. We got also one of those that moves with a path. We can use it to make like this jump feel a little bit more threatening, but it shouldn't really be an issue. Oh, hi Suna! Welcome here, happy to see ya. How you doing today? I think this kinda works. Something like this. So they are different, but they kinda go in unison. Nothing much in here, maybe I will add some boxes. And then you just come in here, and here is when I want to start adding more enemies. Like a couple of them that will attack you as soon as you land. Then we got this drone kinda enemy, and this one will get in and out of range. Maybe over here. And in this part I will add this enemy. I will add the cops. They can come from over here maybe, and they will just go up and try to get you. Nothing in here, this should be easy to move on. And then you go down in here. Maybe have cops coming from the top in here too. There we go. So let's try this, let's see if it works. Also, I will move Chaterino a little bit to the side because I really cannot see the screen. Little guy tries to catch us. This is not moving for some reason. Why are they not moving? Is music not being selected correctly? Because if that's the case, also platforms won't work. We'll see. Get up in here. Jump down. Those are not moving, definitely. And I do this, and this is also not working. It seems music is not playing. There we go. This one is in the air, I should fix that now. I can also come in here and do this whole platforming section. And the cops are here. They have come to me. These are not moving because music is not going. Maybe we didn't select a song. Maybe that's what happened. We get the checkpoint. Put it down. Just a little setback. Get rid of them and I get to the top. Alright. So far so good. Just a few little things to fix. Here in properties. Yeah, we didn't have a correct song set. There we go. If we test now, it should actually work. Oh hi Dubo! Happy to see ya! How's it going? Hope you're having a great day. See, now the enemies are moving. And we can actually get this part on here. We will have items hidden. Get up. These guys are moving too. And the minigame works. We need to fix that enemy. We can try and escape scenery if we want. Those are interesting platforms. Like, good, happy to hear that. I'm doing well. I got a slight headache, but nothing that you cannot fix with a little bit of ibuprofen and taking it easy. And as you can see, we are actually getting things done. Like, this is not bad at all for how little time we have dedicated to it already. We got our double jumping here. Oh, we got a minigame! Let's see what we get this time. We got active running keys selection. And it is a number race. Hi Mira! Good to see ya! Welcome! Oh, thank you, Duval. I think if we keep working hard like this, the game will turn out really well. Like, Yasura is usually here. By the way, oh, it was about to be a Marina win, but it was close, it was Maya. I should maybe at some point add like silver medals to in the minigames. I think that could be cool because then more characters can be featured in different ways. The fun game? Yeah, like I made it real for this one. We also got another one that is like the horse race test. So far we got 3 minigames of those, but I want to make more at some point. Okay, let's fix the enemy that is floating around in here. You go to the floor. And then come a little bit over here. There we go. I'm thinking also about adding fences to this platform. So let's go here. Fencer circles, concrete. Yeah. And this one I will move over here, move up once. And then just fit this to the whole square. There we go. So like if you want to get out, you have to jump over. Yeah, Lufia. Specifically Lufia 2, which is the only one I played. You know what? They should make like a big remake of it. One probably with easier puzzles though. Okay, I will do one thing real quick and I will go to the default level, the first one, and load it because I don't remember how big it was. I think it was more than 200 blocks. Loading it, yeah, it's 500 blocks. As you can see, it's pretty big too. Yeah, let's go back to this one and load again. Oh, they made a DS version of Lufia too, but I'm sad to hear that it wasn't very good. Okay, 500 units. Now we got like plenty of space to go up. Oh, dino shaped nuggets. That's so cute. Hi Dream! Happy to see ya! Oh, everyone's coming here today. I'm so happy. Allow me to get like emotional for a sec. Like, I didn't expect when I started to get to know as much people, because I am really bad at socializing, okay? Like, seriously, I am terrible. I am an asocial freak. My communication skills are at the floor level, and the reason I started streaming was to try and make friends and learn how to communicate a little bit better. But I would have never expected to be like surrounded by so many cool people. Like, seriously, I don't know what I did to trick you to come over here and say hi. They're all so cool. Okay, so now we need to add like a rail section. And then a big road. So I will add yet another plaza over here. This one is red. Maybe some yellow walls. And you can like get on top of this if you want. I don't like how this looks. Should add something else instead. Ah! But the gist of it is maybe we get some stairs over here. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, and we can get on top of this. Let me see. 6 by 6. Just it won't be like too many things to do in here. It's just to get items. So we do it like this. I'm getting some fading, so maybe I should make another type of tile for this. Who knows? Yeah, something like this. This is cool. This is good enough. And maybe if we go here, I got a lot of city stuff, so maybe we can add some decorations from here to use as a leeway to the rail now. But for now, let's just go back to the tiles. Maybe a metal one. Hi, Mr. Fulcramp, welcome in here. This is my custom level editor that is made in Unity 3D. It's got a lot of features. I've been iterating on it for years. It's mostly just an easy to use way to reuse tiles. I can even go and do stuff like having this rail path. And I will add it over here. I think I will color it yellow. There we go. And let's move things around, let's make something interesting. Because we really want to go far with this one. And we got a lot of space. We want to maybe get over here and then turn around. Oh, thank you. So maybe over here is where our rail will end. Let's make an interesting shape with all of these points. Oh, and I'm noticing a little bit of something that I didn't expect, and is that it is making the corners completely straight. That is something we will fix now. But first let's place the points in here. To make an interesting shape. We will raise this up even further, and then we go down, and then maybe we go up again. But less so. And then we get back to normal. So let's save and let's fix this issue before we continue with the level. We go back to normal Unity just like so. Okay, what a scare, the whole computer got a little bit slow for a second. Hope everyone is having a good experience. And what I will do, I will go to the prefabs, and it is in items, platforms, and it's this one, rail path team, 10 points. And what is happening? So the glitch was visible on stream. I was really scared, to be honest. I thought the same thing. I thought the whole computer had been gone haywire. Okay, so as we see here, this is broken, and broken. And I think all of them should be continuous. There we go. Maybe even mirrored. Yeah, I think mirrors should work best. We'll make all of them mirrored. This one is auto because it's the first one. There we go. Or maybe they should be auto. Maybe they should be auto, to be honest. We'll see. Auto. Every single one of them. There we go. So we save. Let's go back to the level editor and see if it looks different. You are also good with pants. I don't know how you do it. You all have incredibly big brains. Alright, so let's load the road level. And it takes a few seconds. Luckily it won't take as much in the game itself. But for now let's go in here, and as you can see now it is smooth. Now this looks way better. Okay, so we want to get to this point. What I will do is go to item height. There we go. And we can now start continuing with the level. And this is over here, I think. Maybe we can even just add this in here and then have a bigger one in here. And I will move this a little bit to the side so we can actually land in the middle of this platform. Go to the floor. It's already in the floor, okay. So yeah, let's continue from here. I'm getting some mails. So much spam. Okay. So next, and we are roughly at the middle of the level length. We are roughly halfway through. But that doesn't mean we are halfway done. We need to add so much stuff. We are just constructing the skeleton of the level. Okay, so now we get a big road with boost pads and enemies. Let's do that. And I will make this like, maybe we have a gap in there, or maybe even just a jump up. And then we go down. Like so. And we have to make this more interesting than just a big straight ahead. We will do that with these, with footpaths, so it's easier to get moving. And maybe we can even add a few jumps over here. Like, I think red works. And then we get another of those. And it should go like this. So it's kind of an easy jump. And then a longer one. There we go. Maybe we get yet another boost pad in here. Yeah, something like this. We can now add enemies and hazards, so it's a little bit more interesting. So we got spike balls right in the middle. Well, you know what? I think instead of this, I'll add the block. The block is bigger and easier to see. And here, when you jump, I can actually like add a wall of those. Knowing this part, I will add this big row of moving spike balls so they go back and forth. And I think I will add enemies to this party instead. Maybe they come from this side and this side. And from here, from the bottom. And just maybe like normal, enemies here in the middle, so you can just hit them as you go, just to feel cool and powerful. And I think just to make this a little bit more interesting, I will also add a fence in here. So you can go in the middle easily if you want to. I think this should work. And also I got in the note that I should add like towers to the side so you can go from one to another. So let's add those. Let's make some interesting shapes. Like maybe we can add a big arc in here. Like so. Yeah, something like this, I think it works. We do something like this, so we hide the borders. Actually, I don't think I like it this way. I will just do this instead. I think this looks cool. And we can like maybe add a couple of them in here. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, Dream. Like job hunting right now is such a hard endeavor. Like seriously, everything is fucked up. So I hope you are not taking it as in any way an indicator of your own like doing, because it's not. Hi Nidio! Yeah, I made a custom editor and I've been using this for a long time. Like the original program already uses this level editor. But I've been of course adding stuff to it and improving over the years. I will do one thing right now though, and is sending a big hug to all of you. Seriously, like the world is on fire. We don't know how this happened or how long it will last, but I do know that it's not your fault. We should all be together in this. And if there is like anything at all that I can do to help any of you, just let me know, okay? I'm thinking maybe we can have a small platform over here. and you get to get on top of those this way. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. I am actually trying to grow as a developer to the point in which I can actually hire people. Just as you see here, as I am making a level on my own, I am actually not alone in the project, and hopefully if it does well, maybe next game will be even bigger and I will be able to get more people in. But that will take some years, sadly. Let's have some city decorations to put some fences on top of. I think I can add this in here. And maybe this over here. Something like this. Because now maybe I can add like a, like a wire on a platform. And maybe this one can come over here. And I pick this marker. So maybe you can get on top like this, and if you... Oh, this one is not in the right place. How come? Yeah, there we go. This is the correct place. Need to adjust everything else. Something like this. Probably. We get on top like this, and maybe we get yet another railway in here. This goes a little bit down. A little bit like this. Alright, so maybe this is an interesting area. We can add some items or something. I don't know, we'll see. I think it's also a good time to add a rail booster. And test another functionality in here that I added recently, and is snap to reel, and it works. There we go. We'll add yet another in here. Snap to rail. It works. Okay. So let's save and let's try and test and see if this works. Let's see, it's loading. Everything got frozen. Oh, we are back. I don't know what happened. Are we back? Whole computer got super frozen. I hope everything is working now. Thank you, Wara, for letting me know that we are back. I don't know why this time it went down. I think there's like some trash memory in the background when loading levels in the editor. So I will have to look that up. Because it not only took way longer to load than before, but it also like froze the whole computer instead of, you know, like just Unity. Alright, so we get in here. We get into platforms. I failed. And we didn't collect a checkpoint yet, so I think it has to do with the movement speed. Alright, so we get some score. 10. Coming here. Oh, you don't have to remind me to say we are saving constantly. Luckily with this we don't have that kind of issue. Okay, get rid of a couple cups. Get up in here. We could have items. This is not in the correct place, should be a little bit higher, but we can fix that later. This works. We can have like score rings in here. This part works too. And now we are in the new part. Okay, this jump is a little bit hard to do with a normal jump. So maybe we should add something or make this lower or just be floor or wall, I'm thinking. Lane. Oh, don't worry about your bread. I think we are all burning our bread right now. Well, thank you for the follow, alligator. I love your name. It's a really fun one. Okay, I should add like a boost pad to that rail, or maybe even several. Okay, so we go here. Okay, and this is where everything ends right now. So this part is a little bit like, why is the UI not showing, by the way? I don't know. This is moving, this is correct. Let's try the other path now. Like, we get to this ray, and then we decide to just... It's a little bit too high for a normal jump. But the push path works. We move to the other, we go to the other, and it leaves us in here. We could also just continue to jump and go back to this part. Alright. Mostly this works, but we need to make a few changes. Also, oh my god, the viewer count just went back to half of what it was. I guess when it crashed, everyone just tuned out. Well, a little bit bummed by that, but nothing we can do about it. Right, so I will move this over here. This over here. Yeah, this is better. And I will add a boost pad too. No, it's not adding. Okay, it is way off in the red.
Lowpoly has got something to say. It goes. Hi, hello. I am here to cause mischief and to witness a damn fine lowpoly road. Hot damn man, this is some proper rooming space right here. Indeed, I'd dine on that road. Holy crap.
Hi D&D, happy to see ya. Okay, so this should be over here. And then we can snap to rail. There we go. Welcome back, Mila. I will move the grid to this point and add yet another booster over here. It's not snapping the way. Why? It is okay. It seems the grid snapping thing is getting the general item and not the controller. Hi, Fafu. So yeah, we will do without this one for now. I will have to add some changes to the level editor to better accommodate for these things. Now over here I'm thinking maybe we can add like a jumping star over here and make it go this point. We will check the force needed. I will get rid of all of these blocks too. And instead I will add this. There we go. So it kinda sends the same message, but it's not as hard on the controls. Alright, saving. Well, thank you, Dinchi. Now here's the test of fire, which is testing the level again. It says that the system is running out of memory, so let's close this and open again just to get back our precious memory back. Should be good now. Alright, so let's load the level again. And let's test right away. And this was way quicker. See, I think there was some sort of background noise. Alright, and this part is not working very well because we need to go way higher in the arc. So we'll see if there is something we can do about that right now. These guys are moving. The cars are karting. Platforms are moving too. Maybe I will make those a little bit slower. We got the checkpoint. These are just jumping, trying to get me. There's 3 in total coming from the same spawn point. We get here on top. This is already way faster. By now it has lost the speed, so maybe we should add another. We'll see. And we get back to this part, which works the same. And this is definitely not in the best position. This should launch us like way higher and less forward. This still works, even though it looks a little bit clunky. And we can go back in here. These enemies are a little bit too much, like you don't get a lot of time to react, so maybe we should get rid of them. They are not in a good place. Trying some very bad shortcut, and it kinda works, so yeah, if I had more energy, because right now we are just testing with a single energy point. Oh, thank you, Mila. She even got some idle animations if we wait for a little bit. Like she start dancing. She's got like 5 of those. I want to make like a whole lot more of them. So maybe one stream will be just making dance animations, or maybe dance animation and something else. Because I am getting references from everywhere. There's this Japanese guy who is called Hoshida on TikTok that does a lot of dances, and I love that guy. I'm thinking here we should have like spikes on the floor instead of a gap, because it's very easy to fall off. Well, thank you, Mila. So yeah, I think we can continue making the level. I think we are kinda polishing the placement on things as we go. Alright, so next thing. I will remove those gob enemies. The ones in here, because they are very hard to deal with. And I will also this 6x6 one, add it over here, and add like a lot of spike pads. So you know, if you fall, you get hurt, but you don't die outright. And this part should be a little bit more interesting, in case you get stuck. So maybe we will add like some platforms on the sides or something. Well, thank you, Mila. We got this big circle, which we haven't used yet. I would like to do something with it at some point, but maybe just this to the sides, and this could be yellow to be a little bit different, to be easier to differentiate from the spike paths, and there can be items in there. We can even add differently sized ones over here to make it look a little bit more interesting. Alright. So next we have the next checkpoint, which honestly is about time. And we have some rails in the plaza, so yeah. I will just make it like 4 of those. have one of these in the middle. And just have like a few formations of these to make things a little bit interesting. Like maybe it goes over here. Something like this. There we go. And with this one, maybe we can do something different. We could get like at the middle. And then just do one U shape. There we go. And we could have like a different one that comes out of here. The way here. Or maybe this can be also like closer to this point. I don't know, I want to make like some different areas so you have to jump on and off of those. I don't know. We'll see. We got a checkpoint which now doesn't fit, so everything with it needs to be tweaked. Where to add it best? Maybe I will just add it after this platform. Or just I think I will add it over here. Yeah, just at the entrance, and I will move the rails to make everything fit. And get rid of this one. So maybe this goes to the center. And this one does this. And this one just does something like this. Alright, this is way better already. And this is kind of a closed area. And I think I will just have like a corner in here. There we go, something like this. So we got an interesting area, and I think I will color all of these yellow just to make them different from the ground. And we are almost done with the level. Actually, we only have to make like a few blocks. We are at 7 out of... Oh no, wait, we are not halfway done. The level is way longer than this. Okay. Okay, so we will finish this structure next stream. But for now, let's try and work on 3 blocks more. Because all of these areas are so big that the level is getting super long. Okay, bricks. 4x4, super tall. And we are making like a few buildings over here. There we go, super tall. Yeah. There we go. And I will move to this with rails. Why is this position in such a weird way? Okay, so it's... yeah, there we go. And we need to add something over here to latch on. That will make sense. Because otherwise this doesn't make much. This goes up. This goes up. And this goes up too. And it's like a very steep movement. So we will go here and add a close square. So you kinda latch from one fence to the other. And maybe this we can change the orientation so it doesn't deform in such a terrible way. Yeah, I think this works better already. Now maybe we can have some moving platforms over here.
I've got a good joke for you.
Oh, let's
Why
do
did the
that.
chicken cross the road? To show the possum it could be done.
Huh? Oh my god, that is a dark joke. I think this is a good head for this. So we should be able to move these platforms around. I'm thinking though about moving this a little bit over here. Maybe even change it. But no, this one was actually good. I can actually go here and hit reverse. And now here in tiles I will remove this one and use a bigger one. There we go. I can even move this one over here, or not, and move this one a little bit over here too. Yeah, this is better. And we will remove this. So we move over here. And I think we should be able to do the opposite path too if we want. Because this is like an optional part. But this doesn't feel right. doesn't kinda fit. Alright, so now this kind of fits over here. We add a braid path. Alright, getting it just right is important, is the hardest part. There we go. So now we can go in both directions, and we need a way to get on top of this. Then thinking maybe a moving platform is the best way. Like one that just goes like this. And over here, so it doesn't get all the way to the top. Alright, so let's try this, let's see how awkward everything is in this part. And it seems we are running out of memory again, so it seems to be something in the editor. So after this we will yet again stop running the game and hit it again. Alright, so you can jump over there. And this part works right to the top in which you touch that border. Whoops! Fell to my death. Not cool. To be honest, I'm thinking I will make the level shorter than initially planned, because it's like such a big level. And it's so full of shortcuts and moving parts. The boost works. Oh, what part? Oops, this didn't work as expected. Oh, the trick shots. Oh, yeah, that's a really cool part. Like, I want to add more animations for those. You can even go in here. Checkpoint, we are in the new part. And it takes already 2 minutes to get here, so it's not like we are making a too short level. Alright, so we get on top in here. It moves us up. And we got this to get down, or to get up. We can also use this to get up. The line is glitching weirdly, so we will probably change that a little bit. But hey, not bad, not bad. I thought this part was going to be way worse. Okay, so what I will do is save and close the editor, because we want the memory to be clean. Let me check something real quick. Okay, I see. So, let me check the notes. And I will start skipping parts. And let me see. Alright, so next we should add yet another long slope. By the way, can we check if we have... No, we don't have any setting in here for the arc. I will check that later. So out of everything in here, we only need to make sure that this doesn't glitch out visually. I think for that we will just come to this point, remove this and add it again. But like slightly separated. There we go. Maybe that way we also have like a space to do something interesting. Like this, so we can have items or whatever. We'll see. Maybe even something like this. This is cool. I think this looks interesting. So now I will add another slope down. Just coming from this side, so you are centered. And from this one you get kinda... Let me check from outside where we should be going. We should be going this way, yeah. So I'll just add like a couple roads and you can jump from them. And I will add some blocks at the end. Or maybe at the start too, like it makes sense. So now you can kinda jump from one to another. And you have like one push pad in here, another one in here, and one in the middle in here, I think. And then we add some enemies. Like this one comes from here. And this one comes from here. And in here instead we can maybe have the path enemies. And have them kinda move in a row or something. There we go. This part I think I will skip. Okay, so now we need to add like a plaza and then a downwards road down to the end of the level. I'm thinking let's make the plaza be like a downwards climb. We are already at the bottom, so we should instead add some climbing up. Which honestly I think is when level design is easiest. So I think I will add this over here. Maybe even something like this to get up. I don't know, maybe we should paint this part in red. and you can like just jump in here. That should be the easiest and shortest part, but maybe there is items over here. And maybe over here we got like some interesting shapes. But it doesn't fit very well, so we'll do something different. Maybe we will use the small ones. Yeah, we could do something like this. So you can get like enemies and items and boxes and stuff over here. Oh, we got a mini game. Let's see which one is this time. And we got Marina running in here, doing exercise. And we got yet another number race. Today is the day of the number races for some reason. And we got Dave, we got Pan Goblin, we got Spicy Bara, and we got Maya. And so far it seems Dave is ahead. But you know how this game goes. It could go any way. Oh, but it was Dave. Dave getting the win. There we go. Yeah, I think it's because of the outline. I think I need to check how it is working with the quads that are only in one direction. Because it really is doing weird things. Alright, so after this point, I think we can just go down and finish the level. Can I do this? Is this allowed? I think this is too much. Alright, so we go down like this. Yeah, and I think we got rid of these three parts. And here at the end we just finish everything. I think I will add like a staircase. That looks like decorative. Or maybe just like this at the bottom. And this shall be the end of the level. Here's where the goal will be. We'll add it right now here from the important tab. There we go. Saving, and let's add some enemies or hazards in here to make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe we can have a couple of them in here. We could have some air enemies in this part. Just like so. All right. And maybe something to bounce off for that. Let me see. Because if the enemies are in here, it is not very well. It's not very productive that you need to jump in the middle. How do I make this more interesting? Maybe this is the way to go. They just fly you up. We'll see how that works. Right. And maybe there's enemies coming from both of these ends. If you are close to them, they just won't spawn. I think that is an interesting part to move around. We can even add this over here. Yeah, actually this is a little bit stupid. Let's get rid of those. And let's add some rails for this last part. There we go. And this comes over here and over here. Maybe this goes up in a ramp, so you can just jump off to the staircase. Maybe here we can just add this, so if you want you can just get some extra speed from it. And that should be it, I think. That should be the whole layout of the level. It came out super long compared to what I wanted, and I got rid of almost half of the plan. This is how game dev sometimes works. You got a plan and oh my god, not again. There we go. We are back. I really should look into these Unity memory leaks. Maybe it's the way lists are initialized or something. Alright, so we go in here. We will also work on the camera to make things a little bit easier on the eyes. We will make this slower too. You can also get on top of here. Not too hard even with just one energy. I get run over by the cops. I'm sure a lot of you relate. And this one works pretty well too. You kinda fly by in there. Here you can do like a little bit of rail bending to get onto the optional areas. There we go. Stuff up here. I'm just continuing. Jump in this part. Get rid of those. This works very well. Why couldn't I jump on there? Just in this one now. Well, I don't know. The cops are coming for me. There's these two guys. I can just go in here. And this brings me here, and here is the NPC that will save. That right now is just a placeholder molegato model with way off outlines. But hey, it works! And we can even go back. Yeah, I think it's a good level. We take like 3 minutes to go to the top, to the end, and it's like bare bones. So when it's full of items, it's going to take even longer. I think we did a good job. So now let's do a couple tweaks. Let me see. I am so scared, I gotta say. I am so scared whenever it takes a little bit longer. So what I will do, first of all, let's fix the ramp thing. We got the music ramp prefab in here. And I will change how it works. This is a force set, movement platform arc, and it's got the arc height. And I will change this to be way higher, like 20 or so. This should work right now. Or you know what, I will actually get in the code and we will make it so that the top of the arc depends on the distance. So the further you are going, the higher you go. And that if the goal is higher than the start, you get that on top of that. So let's see. The arc height will be changed to arc strength, and it will be 1 by default. This will be a multiplier. Now we will calculate the height at the start. Let's see. Arc height will be the distance. You know what? I will just copy this. So equal to the distance we get in there by 0.5, 25% by arc strength. And now if target dot position dot I is higher than transform dot position dot I, we will add a little bit in there. We add the difference maybe, so yeah, like we start at 3 and we go up to 10, there is 7, so we add 7 to the arc to make sure that even if we are going up, the arc goes from up to down in the last part. Alright, so let's try that in the level again. Oh, thank you for asking, 12. I hope everyone is doing well. I think my headache kinda went away while we were working. This start animation, and let's just rush to this part. And it seems to be going way higher than I thought. Probably because it's got the value too high. Let me check one thing real quick. Let me see. Wait, you are starting again from the beginning? Well, that is like a brave decision, considering how long you've been working on it. I think a little bit sad seeing it go, even if I know something better will come. So let me see. Okay, the arc strength is 1. So this should probably be way less. So let me see, if we are moving to 10. Oh, thank you! Level up Leo! Welcome here, welcome Raiders! Welcome here, we are working on a level for Twinkle Galactic. Oh, thank you for the follow, thank you so much. So if you let's just try it and show it to everyone, to all the new raiders. By the way, hello, welcome everyone. I am Molegato. I am a lowpoly modeler and game developer, and I am working on my next game called Twinkle's Galactic Tour. Thank you, Leo, for the comment. Thank you so much. As you can see here is our level editor. This is for making all of the levels the game will have. And if we hit test, we can check the level we've been working on today. It's a little bare bones. We need to add a lot of items and decoration, but we have been focusing on adding the layout of the level first. As you can see, we got the enemies, we got this bouncing star, and we can use kick jumps on the walls, and we can rail these boost pads, and here is our jumping. And the thing is, this is way too high. We had it like super low before, and in trying to fix it I went overboard. We got those enemies, we got this platform that I want to make slower now. We got this funky background. And it seems to be working, we just need to make the ramp not as strong. Oh, thank you! The inspiration for the running animation was actually a bit silly. It was Phoebe from Friends in that episode in which she was jogging and she would just run like crazy. There we go, and we got the cops running on us. And this is the end of the level. So yeah, let's try this ramp thing again. And the stream is not going to run for much too longer. I think since we reached the end, we are just going to fix a couple of issues and call it a day. Yeah, exactly, like a 4-year-old running as fast as they can. Just nothing else, just energy and motivation. Okay, making the code bigger so you can actually read it. And this is where we calculated the arc. And this should probably be like just 0.1. And probably we have to cap it to, I don't know, 10 units or something like this. And then we add the height one. There we go. And I think I will leave it at 25% since we got the cap of 10 units. Right? I'm thinking it should be okay. We'll see it in practice. Right? What a banger. We also need to come up with a better name to the level than Road. Like, originally I was planning on calling it Painted Road, but you know, we are just going with red bricks. We are not adding paint as a motif. So I think that name is not as good. No, important thing, I come over here at items and I will change the speed from 200% to just 100. So they are like half as fast. There we go. Saving. And testing again. We'll be testing both things. Both the platforms and the ramp. And if they work, we can give ourselves a big pat in the back. Because we have made the whole layout of the level. By the way, you are seeing this jump in which he does a big flip. That's a bounce jump. This is like Mario 64. Like if you jump just as you land, you get this extra big jump. Okay, so we are getting back in there, and he's still too big. Alright, I think I know what the problem is. It's the height part. It's not the normal arc. Okay, now this is way easier to use. Much fitting for a level in the first world. Okay. So here in code, I'm thinking maybe we should instead replace this with this. So it goes 10 units above the target destination. We'll see. last test. After that, we'll just run the trailer on the main screen, so everyone who's new in here can see the trailer for our little game. And this is still super tall. I don't know why. But whatever. And I don't know, the background is growing on me. We also need to add like another booster over here, just to make this a little bit faster. Looks like a AAA loading screen right now. Oh, hi again, Silver. We are just testing the level we have been working on today. Oh, I see the enemy going through this. Really shouldn't. That's another thing to fix.
Hey molegato. Twinkle has a message for you. It says, I feel like it could be interesting to see that level with a purple background if you can afford the time.
Well, a purple background could look good, but I already have a level with a purple background and I would rather have something different. So I will try different things. Maybe I will change it from green to pink, or maybe make it a sunset. That will be interesting to see. This is in Unity 3D, Silver. I've been using Unity since Unity 2, so even though I would like to actually learn Godot and make smaller games on it, for now, for this big project, I'm sticking to what I know, especially since I got a lot of in-house tools like this level editor that I will have to build from scratch again in Godot. So yeah, this is Unity. Like, it doesn't look like so because you saw like a custom level editor that I made. If it works. Yeah, so you see this level editor? Like, this is not Unity itself, this is all custom. I made that this is runtime. Like, you see, this is running, this is the game itself. But yeah, it's just Unity, as you can see in here. But hey, I think we did a fantastic job today. Like, it's been a long stream, and we had some scuff. It even disconnected for a bit, and we lost like half the people that was in here watching. But hey, whatever, it happens. Little bit salty because I wanted to just run the trailer for everyone to see now. But hey, if you are stuck in here with me, like, you are doubly the fan, you are doubly the friend, and I am doubly thankful that you are here. So hey, there's that. Hey, never say never, Silver. We all learn new skills as we go. Okay, Leo, have a fantastic day and thank you for the raid. Okay, see ya. Your what friend? Monster friend. That's a good one. So let's go to the just chatting scene for a sec. And I will show the trailer for everyone to see. Let me just check the volume of things. Wish there was a way to do this automatically. There we go. And there we go. Enjoy. Oops, sorry about the music. Alright. Oh, by the way, Sugar, you know what? You are completely free to show your work on our Discord. By the way, here in our server, we all share our work and our projects, and it's always fun to see what everyone is working on and to get or ask for feedback and, I don't know, to get hype. To hype each other up. I think that's the best, to be honest. For now, I will just thank you everyone for being here. I will thank you for wishlisting the game, for watching as I work on it, for following me on social, for talking on Discord, for being amazing people in general. Apart from that, I think maybe we should spread the love and go to join another stream right now. And I think we can go with Ozil. Luciana had been taking a break, a long break, and now she's back. So I think it will be cool to raid and say hi. So will you say hi and be nice in there? Please do, okay? Let's prepare to raid and hey, see you in the Discord. See you in 2 days for continuing working on this level. I won't work on this level off camera. Maybe a little bit on the skybox, who knows. But hey, see you in 2 days, okay? Bye!